So one of the most commonly asked questions that I get in real estate, and this is both from homeowners preparing to put their home on the market and homeowners who have no curiosity in getting their house on the market, and that's what can we do in terms of renovations to add value to our house? Or if we're going to do this thing, how much value does it add? I get that question almost every week in this business. So let's take a quick look at things that add value, things that don't, and how to think about this as a homeowner. Really, this thought was prompted recently by an article that the Florida Association of Realtors put out about top trends for kitchen updates. And homeowners tend to recover about 75% of the cost of a kitchen overhaul at resale. One of the highest return on investments for home remodeling projects. And so I went into the article. I also went to look at the Journal of Light Construction to see what it had to say about what the cost versus value or return on investment might be for particular projects. They had their own opinions on things that returned more than the cost. Garage doors, steel frame doors, stone veneers. I think those were the primary three that actually, from their perspective or in their study, returned more than $1 for $1 spent. And then you also can use a site like HomeWise to check out in your area what things might cost and what their opinion of the value returned might be. And so there's all of these tools these days, especially with how proficient AI or artificial intelligence has gotten, that you could just plug into your Chat GPT or Google Gemini, like, hey, what are some cost versus value studies that I could look at for my home in, ABC City, and it's going to go find all of this research for you. All of that said, here's my feet on the ground perspective on where you actually can add more than $1 in value for $1 spent. And it's usually like this. So let's say you're going to do one thing. Let's say you're going to do your kitchen. Okay, for kitchen. You're going to spend $30,000 there. And in reality, when you go to sell it, maybe that returns $20,000 to $25,000. And that would be in line with this Florida Association of Realtors article. But now let's say you're willing to do a couple more things. Let's say we're going to do some flooring. Maybe we're going to do some fixtures, plumbing, electrical. Maybe we're going to do a little bit of painting. And right here in the center, all of those concentric circles overlapping is where you have actually created value. Because what people know, if they've been in the home ownership game for any amount of time, it is a real pain to stop your life and do all of those things at one time. And so there's the hassle factor that gets imputed into that scenario. And when you start doing multiple things strategically, then maybe it's the $30,000 kitchen, the $15,000 flooring, the $10,000 painting, and it's $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 worth of work. But in your neighborhood, in your community, you've now added $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 of value because people like and appreciate the finishes and the improvements that you've made, and they realize that in order for them to accomplish that same thing, not only is there the dollar cost involved, but there's the hassle factor involved as well. And so more often than not, that's where the real value add is. Certainly you can do small things, cleaning, landscape spruce up, that do add probably more than $1 of value when you're going to sell. But if we're talking bigger projects, this is my philosophy and strategy if you're thinking about what to do. It's you have to start weaving together a few different strategic improvements to make the overall experience of owning the home better for the next buyer. So hope that's helpful. If you've got any questions about what this means for your house specifically, would love to connect. This is a conversation I really enjoy having. 904-405-1995. You can shoot me an email, jeff@pursuitrealestate.com.